Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my Absolutely Fried podcast. My name is Jezabelle. We had to start today's episode off with some Brent Faiyaz. If you are watching on YouTube, you don't get to see the intros, but if you decide to join on stream, I usually play some music to start it off. Today, Brent Faiyaz. Let's talk about it, honestly. Let's talk about it. I'm going through it. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, wait, hold on. First. Actually, hold up. Okay, hold on. First, bow. Okay, second, bow. I know. and then third, bow. I know. Okay, I'm showing off my tattoos right now if you're just listening. If you're just listening and you're not watching this in some way, you just missed out on like the sexiest shit you would have ever seen in your whole life. Like literally, honestly, it's probably better that you didn't see it because you would be like so feral, honestly. Like I just kind of fucked the chat up. I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of just fucked the chat up. But anyway, welcome back, guys. If you're watching on YouTube, hello. Please don't forget to subscribe. If you're more of a listener than a viewer, just know that this podcast is available to you on every streaming platform, but you might miss out on seeing some sexiness if you choose to just listen. But either way, I'm glad that you're listening to my voice. You can check the description for the links, or you can just search Absolutely Fried and it will pop up. How is everybody feeling? Because let me be real with you, I'm going through it. I am. And the thing about me is I never truly notice when I'm going through something, except for little things that I do. As you get older, you have to start studying yourself. You do. And not only just yourself, but the people around you. Wow, we're just jumping straight into it today, honestly. It's kind of crazy. When I say this, I mean, when somebody's sad or when somebody is going through some shit, they don't just typically outright, at least not everybody, just outright like shows it or says it. And I'm one of those types of people that sometimes it's even difficult for me to pick up on like the types of feelings that I'm having unless there's certain things that I do. For me, one of those things is listening to Brent Faiyaz. Let me tell you something. I've been listening to Brent Faiyaz since like 2013, 2014. Yeah. A bitch is getting old. She is. Literally, she's getting fucking old. Brent Faiyaz's music, it's not all sad. He's got some bangers out there that are like some upbeat type shit. But like a lot of his music is definitely like just... his music's a vibe. We all know that, right? But genuinely, intentionally listen to the lyrics. That shit hurts. It does. And anytime I listen to Brent Faiyaz, I scream the lyrics. Like, I scream them. It's not about singing the song. Like, if y'all were to see me, oh my God, it looks like I'm having a mental breakdown. Like, if you ever see me driving down the road, then listen, Brent Faiyaz is one of those artists. I'm pushing like 100 on the interstate, all the windows down, and I'm yelling. So if you see me, ignore that. Don't mention it. But no, there's nothing like crazy serious going on, to be honest with you. It is just merely I got my period. That's it. I got my period. And let me tell you something. There's a demon out there. There is. There's a and you know what? They might be amongst us right now in the chat. There's an opposition in here, at least one. I just know it, who just watches, right? And they just plot on my downfall. And I think that little demon, it was like, how can I ruin Jezabelle's life right now? Like, how can I fuck her shit up so bad? Boom, instantaneous period. My period been all over the place, bro. Instantaneous. And I feel like not enough people talk about, hey, though, at least it's not during your birthday. It better not fucking be. This bitch can last 7 days. And my birthday is next Wednesday. I think. Something like that. It could last 7 days. It better not, though. I'll tell you what, it better not. It better not. But I feel like people don't really talk about how fucking rough they are. And, I'm sure like people get online and they like make relatable jokes and shit. But like on some like real seriousness, like doing this shit every fucking month makes me want to... And I want to say what it makes me want to do. I want to say the words. That's how bad it makes me want to do it, right? I want to say the words, but then I'd get banned on every platform if I said exactly what it made me want to do to myself. Because when I get my period, let me tell you what it's like. I'm going to tell you what it's like. I I don't even really know when I'm gonna get it. You know, I got those apps that track shit. They're not accurate, honestly. Like, they're off always by like a few days. So really, it's a toss up in the air. Sometimes it's not even just by a few days. You know, sometimes I'll just get that bitch like out of nowhere, like 2 weeks after one before. So, you know what I mean? But the amount of change that it makes in your body is actually ridiculous. Because for the past week, I've been pounding down chocolate like it's nobody's business. Like, it's nobody's business. The way that I've been pounding down chocolate's actually fucking insane. Like, it needs to be studied, the amount that went into my body. Literally, I believe that my body is physically like 1% chocolate right now. And I'm so dead ass. I was eating anything that was chocolate in sight. I even bought like 2 bags of like chocolate, like chips. Handful in them bitches. And it's like, ooh, she's just snacking on them. No. I'm filling up my hand and forcing it into my mouth. Like, if somebody, y'all ever watch Fear Factor? Was that what that shit was called when we were growing up? Where they used to make people like get up on TV and eat like the nastiest fucking shit. One, what the fuck was that? How was that legal? Wait a minute. That just unlocked something in my brain. What the fuck was going on with that? They used to have folks eating like live bugs and like damn near diarrhea and shit. Like, what the fuck was that? Yo, I need to find out. We need to do some research and find some of the people that were on there. No way they're not traumatized right now. No way that they don't have PT. I'd be in fucking therapy. I'd be fucked up right now. No fucking way. The scorpions. Somebody had to eat scorpions, like live scorpions. Oh my God, no. Oh my God, no. But, yeah, that's how I was shoveling them fucking chocolate chips down my fucking throat, bitch. It was like, my fist was in my mouth and I was literally reaching my fist down my esophagus. It wasn't even about the flavor at that point. It was just about what is the quickest way I could get every single one of these chocolate chips into my fucking body. So, yeah, that's one. For the past week, that's how I've been. The way that it drastically changes you overnight, though, blows my fucking mind. Because for the, like, consistently now, for like the past month, I've been waking up between 8 to 9 a.m. Naturally, bitch. My life is together. Literally naturally been waking up at 8 to 9 a.m. It's been beautiful. It's been amazing. I feel great. I sleep amazing at night. I'm getting the best sleep of my life, dead ass. Then all of a sudden, yesterday, mind you, yesterday's when I got my period. Yesterday, I could not get out of the bed before 12 p.m. What the fuck? It felt like I got hit by a truck. I was so physically and mentally exhausted, right? And then here we are on fucking days. But goddamn, Jess, that's what I'm saying, right? 8 to 9 a.m. all the way up to 12 p.m. Bitch, that's a lot. That's a lot of time. My body isn't like, it feels like I just got shot or something. Like I'm recovering from like a deep surgery. That's what my body feels like. This morning, same shit, repeat. This happens every day that I'm on my period. I am not able to get out that bed before 12 p.m. If you try to make me, it's not going to be me. It's going to be you. So I'm not getting out the bed. I'm going to stay in it, okay? I'm going to stay in the bed. I'm going to let my body recover because it's bleeding. Like I'm bleeding out. Like I could die. How am I not dying? I don't know. But it's not even just that either. So you're boom, sleep's fucked up, boom, cravings fucked up out the wazoo, right? Next thing, emotions. I don't care what anybody says. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. That shit does completely change and like rule your emotions. And like specifically within the past year, I saw like hella videos talking about, of course it was a post by a man too. It was like a man being online talking about if you can be like nice to people at work, then like you can like find like you can be nice to me on your bitch. First of all, let me tell you something. When I worked a job and I was on my period, who the fuck said I was nice to folks at work? I was not. If I was on my period and you showed up to my job, I was not gonna be nice to you. I don't know who told you that bold-faced lie because that's not me. I was definitely rude to people. I did not give a fuck. And then I wouldn't put up with that bullshit where like, you know, people, when you work in like some sort of customer service bullshit and people like crack fucking stupid ass fucking jokes and you gotta laugh at that shit. So like they'll say some dumbass shit and you'll go, yeah, that's so funny. Wow. People would do that shit. I'd be on my period. People would crack jokes like that. Straight face. No response. I'm not feeding into you. Absolutely not. I would move on with the next question that I had to ask you. I literally would ignore it. I would. So I don't know who told you I was nice, because I wasn't. But yeah, no, the way that it impacts your emotions is fucking ridiculous. Yesterday, I was like, you know, like I was tired and shit, but I was like, I'm lit today. Like I'm feeling good. I'm about to go have fun. I hung out with somebody. I was like, this is lit. This is so fun, right? I wake up today. I don't want to see anybody. I haven't left my house once. I closed all the blinds. I don't even want to know that there's an outside world that exists. There's people out there. No, there's not. People are texting me. Do not disturb. Phone's on do not disturb. I'm ignoring everybody today. I hate everyone. Why are you trying to talk to me right now? This is disgusting. Honestly, you kind of disgust me a little bit. Like, it's really bad. It's so bad. And as I've gotten older, I've learned that when I get into these these emotional feelings of where like suddenly I want to completely isolate, I let myself do it. Because if I try to force myself to talk to these people, it's not going to go well. It's not going to go well. It's not. I was fine yesterday. I woke up today. Shit was good. I don't know what happened. And guess what? Tomorrow, today I woke up and I was like isolated, angry. Tomorrow, I'll probably be sad. I'll probably want to cry. That's probably what it'll be. That's what my guess is going to be. For sure on my period, I always have one day where I spend like most of it just like not crying though, but like just hella sad and about the stupidest shit either. I'll be sad about anything and everything. Like I'll go upstairs and I'll see that there's like maybe water bottles on my couch or some shit because I'll be drinking out of plastic water bottles. I'm gonna sit on the couch and go, I can't believe I didn't pick that shit up. Why would I do that? Why would I leave that shit out like that? I can't even. I'm gonna put on a movie, cry about the movie. Mind you, I'm gonna purposefully put on a sad movie too, because I'm gonna feel so deep in my emotion. I'm gonna be like, I need to get it out. I'm gonna put on a sad movie where a dog dies or some shit. Cry my eyes out. Cry my fucking eyes out. Purposefully hurt myself. Purposefully put on some sort of like what would it be called? Victorian era like drama, like love story type shit, and then cry and be like, it's not like that no more. They don't do that shit. You know, like I'm that's what I'm predicting tomorrow's gonna be like. It is. Yeah, let's get off the topic, honestly. Actually. I'm telling y'all way too much detail about my period. I'm mapping the whole bitch out for you right now. Y'all, I'm going to get DMs tomorrow. Hey, Jez, I just want to make sure that you're feeling okay today and just let you know that life is worth the living. Ooh. Let's move on. I'll tell you what I got to talk to y'all about. So, boom, I just got all these tattoos, right? Bitch, let's have a conversation. Because if you're somebody who gets tattoos, you hear this all the fucking time, bro. And it's when you try to tell somebody about like the idea of like the tattoos you want to get, or if you're getting a bunch of tattoos at once, or like if you're just even interested in getting tattoos, you'll have at least one person that says to you, oh, well, make sure you're thinking about it. You know, you got to think about the future. Like you're going to regret them down the line. Let me tell you something. If somebody ever says that to you, I want you to send them this right here, okay? First of all, you want me to think about later down the line, in the future. When I'm older, you tell me I'm going to regret it. Baby, that's the problem right there, is that you think I'm not thinking about the future. You think I'm getting tattoos for me right now? Do you see me, bitch? I'm bad as hell. I'm already cool as fuck. My vibe, my aura. Look, watch. I don't even have to say any words. You're going to feel it. You felt that? You felt that shit in your clitoris? That shit vibrated, didn't it? I'm literally telling you. Or like, I don't need the tattoos. Like the aura is already fucking there. Okay? Right? I'm not getting the tattoos for right now. I'm getting them for that 70-year-old fucking hag in the future. Are you shitting me? Are you joking right now? You're telling me if you saw a 75-year-old woman walking down the street, better yet, make it better. Bitch in a wheelchair. Rolling down the street, right? Covered in tattoos. You're telling me what you're gonna look at her and think what? You're telling me you're gonna look at that woman and think, oh, what a bad idea. Because anytime I've ever seen somebody old as fuck with tattoos, I think they're the coolest person ever. I do. I think they're so fucking cool. Bitch, I've got a snake wrapped around my fucking leg. When I got grandkids and my grandkids trying to like fucking dub me, talking about, oh, no, grandma, you're just old. Da, 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 da. Like they're going to try to dub me, bro. They're not going to want to hang out with me at the Thanksgiving function and shit. They're going to want to go sit at the table with the younger people. They're not going to want to hang with me. When they do that, I'm going to pull up my granny dress and expose my fucking thigh. And I'm going to tell them straight up, you see this? What you know about it? You think grandma wasn't getting active back then? You think grandma wasn't in the streets? You think grandma wasn't lit back then? Let me tell you something. You better sit down. I got some lore. I do. This is ridiculous. So I never understood when people were like, you're going to regret this in the future. No, I'm not. I got this for the future. This is not for right now. This is just to marinate right now. Like it's going to marinate. It's not for right now. It's for the future. Another thing that gets me, it's like, I know some people do regret their tattoos, but I think that getting tattoos isn't something that everybody can do. I personally like genuinely believe that. I think tattoos are a very specific type of person. And you're either that person or you're not. The people who regret tattoos were never supposed to get them to fucking begin with. Like if you're somebody that's just like, oh my God, fuck, I need to get like this fucking like infinity sign tatted on me so bad right now. Like if you're like that, maybe think about it a little bit more. Like, we're so fucked up, bitch. Like, let's go to this, like, tattoo parlor down the street and get, like, a matching tattoo. Like, no. Like, maybe think about it a little bit more. Just a little bit more. See, me? Bitch, I've been plotting on a tattoo since I popped out the womb. Dead ass, I'm not even joking. Since I popped out the womb. Jess is gonna be a grandma still in booty shorts. You're damn right. Ah, yes. I'm gonna be a cougar. Let me tell you what. Absolutely. Oh my God. For sure. Absolutely. There's this guy that like, I go to this beach. I go to the same beach most of the time, like the same exact one. Right. And, every time I go, I see this one guy who I just assume lives in the area. Right. And he's old as fuck. He's an old man. Bitch be walking down the fucking beach in a Speedo. I eat that shit up. It's a sight to see. It really is. It's so funny, but it's like, it's not funny in like a haha, I'm laughing at him. It's like a, you know what? That's so real. Like, bitch, don't lose that part of you. Literally don't lose that part of you. So that's going to be me. I'm going to be in a Brazilian two-piece. You don't know what a Brazilian two-piece is? Baby, it's just enough to cover the bits, the nipples. Honestly, the areola might hang out a little bit because I got some fat ones on me, right? And then the fucking punani part covers nothing. My lips are going to be eating it. Literally, it's just enough to cover the slit, I think. Then a piece of fucking string that's about this fucking... Can you see it? Exactly. That's what's going to be going through my crack. Let me tell you what. That's going to be me. I'm not letting that shit go. I will be a bad bitch till the day that I fucking die. Where were we, though? That was a spin-off topic. That was like a cutaway scene just now. Where the fuck were we? What were we talking about? Tattoos, grandmas, booty shorts. This is why I can't smoke too much when I'm on here. So, let me see. Let me bring myself back. Got it. Bitches that aren't supposed to be getting tattoos, okay? I popped out the womb. That's where we were at. Boom. So I popped out the womb ready to get a fucking tattoo. You know why? Because the first thing I saw when I was rubbing out my mom's puss was literally on her right thigh. Boom, butterfly tattoo. Saw it, inspired me. It was the first thought I ever had. When I gained consciousness, the first thing that came out my mouth was, I'm getting a tattoo. Also, my dad, he has tattoos like, I think he has 2 on his like left arm. He's got one right here. And then like another one like on the back of his arm, right? So my whole life, my aunt. Yo, my aunt is cool as fuck, bro. Y'all would really fuck with my aunt. That bitch, she'd be shaving her head and shit and dyeing her hair like crazy colors. Like that was the type of bitch that she was. Literally. That was the type of That's the type of woman that she was. She was sick as fuck. I thought she was so cool. I remember when I was a kid, I had like asked her about her tattoos. She's like covered in tattoos. And her shit is so sick. It's not no basic shit. And one day she was like in the room with me and I was like changing. I was like a teeny toddler. Like this is like a core memory for me because it was the coolest shit I ever saw in my whole life. And I started asking her about her tattoos and she's like, "Oh, do you want to see like my back tattoo?" And I was like, "Back tattoo? What the fuck?" She turns around, she takes off her shirt. Her whole back? I've never seen such a beautiful piece in my life. It was like a fairyland. She had like a giant castle back there and there was like fairies everywhere and these beautiful trees and flowers. I was like mind blown. I was like, you just walk around with that on your body? We could just do that? We could do that? Blew my mind. I knew from then, that day forward, I was like, I'm getting fucking tatted, bro. You know what reinforced it more? My dad growing up said to me, if you ever get tattoos, I'm going to rip your skin off. A bitch like me, she want what she can't have. She does. I do. I fiend over what I can't have. If I can't have it, I dream about it. I think about that shit all day long. I gotta like fucking, y'all don't know how I am, bro. If there's a person, let me tell you something. If there's a person I can't have that I want, I'm in the gym. Twice a day. Pushing it. Literally, I'm not even joking. I go for a run. Because my brain will start thinking about them. And I'm like, bitch, we gotta like get come on now, lock the fuck in. Like I want what I can't have so bad. I fiend for that shit. I do. So when my dad told me he was gonna rip my skin off, I was like, oh yeah, I'm getting a tattoo. I'm immediately getting tattoos. And I did. The second I turned 19, I started getting tattoos. I've been getting tattoos since 2019. I've got one like an eye on my chest, mushrooms on my ankle. Those were my first tattoos that I got. Obsessed with them. Absolutely love them. My plan is to cover a lot of my body. Another reason why I was like a big fan of the idea of getting tattoos is because apparently they make you taste bad. Like if a cannibal, like if there's a serial killer out there, super irrational fear, but is it really though? If a serial killer is walking down the street and he's the type of serial killer that wants to eat people, if he sees you have tattoos, he's not interested in you. He's not. He knows you're going to taste bad, bro. He knows you're going to taste bad. So at least I'm deterring one type of serial killer. Right? That's good. That's good. That's one reason to have them. Are you going to get a full sleeve? Yes, I am. For sure. Probably two. Both. The more tattoos I get, the more naked my body feels because I start noticing how blank the other spaces are. Same with sex trafficking. I'm going to be covered. A win is a win. That's what I'm saying, y'all. So when folks are like, damn, you're going to regret this. Ain't nobody regretting shit. I done thought about this. Bitch, I got raging anxiety and OCD. The whole thing that's wrong with me is that I overthink and overanalyze everything too much. Trust me. I thought about this. Piercing plans. No, I don't want to do no facial piercings, to be honest with you. I don't think facial piercings are for me. I'd do like a fake one, but I'd never do a real piercing on my face. I plan to pierce up my ears more. And I might get a belly button, but I'm not sure about that. Might do a belly button piercing, but I'm not sure. Jez wants to be goth. I can't wait to see it. Honestly, low key, I be feeling like I already am. Like I think I'm approaching like that bitch is kind of like alt or whatever, you know? Like low key, I think I'm do a septum because you can hide it really easy. I used to have a septum piercing actually. I used to have a septum piercing. That's some crazy lore. There's definitely some people out here like there's got to be at least one of you that's been here that long. But when I first started social media, I had a septum piercing. Mind you, not only did I have a septum piercing, but I had straight blonde, dead fucking fried hair too. I was a completely different person. I had a septum piercing and I hated it. Well, I looked really good with it. I actually got complimented a lot. Apparently like the septum piercing like really fit my face, but the healing process was horrible. Oh my God, I would never get one again just for that healing process. What the fuck? Sneeze, fucked. The worst part is that I itch my nose a lot, especially like this. You got a septum piercing? You don't think about that shit. Boom, hits it. Worst pain. worst pain? Somebody asked me, Jezebel, would you rather experience what hell is like for 2 seconds? No, actually, fuck it, for 5 minutes. Or would you rather feel the pain of what it's like to rub your nose when you have a septum piercing? I would go with hell. I would go with hell. It is the worst. What? Mine was painless. God damn. That's insane. Are you serious? I wish mine was painless. It was the most painful process of my life. Oh my God. Even any kind of slight shift in that shit. Oh, it was terrible. So I hated it. I took it out. I took it out after like 6-7 months. Bitch still wasn't healed. I was like, I'm not fucking sitting through this shit. Fuck no. Never doing it again. Was it not healing correctly? Don't know. No clue. I took care of it. No clue. I just heard that when it's like cartilage, those piercings take a while to heal. Like this piercing right here on my ear, I got what the fuck would this be called? I don't even know. It's a cartilage piercing though. Got this pierced. It took over a year to heal. Oh, like well over a year to heal. And I was sleeping on a piercing pillow for over a year, which mind you, not comfortable at all. Not fucking comfortable at all. They take fucking forever. I would not recommend getting this pierced. Just get a fake one, bitch. It's not worth it. The healing process is fucking awful. But I have so much aura right now, even though nobody sees it because my fucking hair covers it. Sometimes I'd be pulling up my hair. I'm like, do you see it? You literally can't. God, I'm so serious, actually. I'm a side sleeper too. Yeah, me too. It's fucking awful. That healing process is awful. It could have been the piercing or the metal choice. Well, anyway, yeah, no, piercings definitely aren't for me. I'm definitely more of a tattoo person. I plan to fill out like a lot more. Every time I get a tattoo, it's very intentional with where it's placed because of like the fact that I'm going to slowly build up like the rest of my body. But yeah, that's where I'm at. Let me tell you something. This is what I've always wanted. I'm not even at my peak form yet. There's so much more to this for me. There's so much more growth to this. Speaking of piercing, though, you know when I got my fucking septum piercing done, I found out that I broke my nose at some point. And you want to know what? I know exactly when it was. I broke my fucking nose. And I didn't know that I broke it, right? It's probably because I hid it from my parents. The way that the guy that I found out was the guy was piercing my nose. And he like was looking inside of my nose, right? There's a lot of detail that goes into like getting like a piercing like that, right? The structure of your nose really matters as to where they're going to put it. And so he looks inside my nose and he goes, "You've broken your nose before." And I was like, "Have I?" He's like, "Yeah, you didn't know you've broken your nose before?" And I was like, "No." But then I thought about it. Boom, stupid as shit. I was a kid. Went outside to play by myself, right? There was this tree right outside the house, had these real flimsy branches. What I used to do was I used to go grab the branch. I'd pull it as far back as I could, let that bitch rip, right? And it would make this like wonky noise. And I was like, I was like fucking like 6 years old. That shit was mad entertaining. I was like, wah, 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 wah. I was like, damn, it's like, I'm stimming right now. I'm stimming. My dumbass. I go to push the branch back, right? I'm holding on to the branch. I go to push it back. I push it as far back as it'll go. Why did I just let it go? Standing in front of it. I didn't move. I stood in front of it and let that bitch go. So full force. This branch, straight into the face, straight to the dome, straight to the nose. Whacked my shit. Immediately starts bleeding. I'm freaking out. Fuck. Parents are in the house. Why was it that growing up, if you like did something that was like not bad necessarily in the way that you'd get in trouble, but like just like bad in a way where you're like, oh, like I fucked up so bad, you don't want to tell your parents. Like they wouldn't be mad at you. Like there's no way that if I broke my nose or some shit, my parents would have been mad at me. They probably would have been like, my baby, but instead I was like, I can't tell them. I can't let them know this happened to me. So what do? I run into the woods. I run into the woods, right? I can't go inside. I run into the woods. I just start bleeding out in the woods and shit. I'm like wiping my nose profusely. I'm like making sure that the blood's not getting on my shirt and shit. I start picking up leaves, rubbing my nose. Eventually the bleeding stops. Okay, And I'm like, okay, bet. I need to just sneak into the house, go to the bathroom, clean myself up. So that's what I do. Luckily, like the way my house was set up at the time, like I could just go straight to the bathroom, like down this hallway. Just had to pass the kitchen. Nobody was in the kitchen though, so I was lit. Went, cleaned myself up. Never told my parents about it. Let me tell you something. When I got smacked with that branch, I thought I was gonna die. I thought I was gonna die. I actually saw the light. Like when people say that they're like dying, and they say like, "Oh, there's a light." There is a light. I saw it. That branch smacked me in the face. It was white, ringing. Close your eyes. I'm like, this is it. For a split second, I accepted death. I did this to myself. Fucked up that this is how I'm going out, but all right. It is what it is. I can't control that shit, right? My face, numb. It was numb, and then it was static. That's what it felt like. And then knives. And then I felt everything. I tell you what, I never played with that branch again, though. I never played with that branch again. Damn, thugged it out. I did for real. I did. Deadass. I could have went into the forest and actually died. That's what could have happened. But no, I lived. So it was cool. It's actually like, wow, I'm just like racking up aura this podcast episode, honestly. Been racking that shit up since I was a kid. Like, that's crazy. That's like so badass, actually. I should have had a beer after that. Like, I should have automatically just been considered 21 years old. My parents like poured me a shot or some shit. Like, damn, you deserve this. No, but man, I used to be fucking stupid, bro. I'll tell you what, I definitely do miss how bold I was when I was a kid. I think it might just be frontal lobe development as you get older and just like understanding like having to take precautions for things, how things can go wrong. Like you could die doing this. This isn't smart. Shit like that. Like I definitely, that just happens to you as you get older, but I do miss that freedom of being a kid. And I say that because, so I've got these scars on my knees, right? And I get asked about them a lot every time I hang out with somebody. Like if I'm wearing shorts or something, they'll ask about them because you can't really see them on camera, but they're pretty large. And so people ask like, oh, how did you get the scar? Sit down, baby. I'm going to tell you a story. They tell you what, I used to live in this neighborhood. Man, you grow up in the South, there ain't nothing to do for entertainment. You fucking just fuck around, do stupid shit, blow things up, shoot guns, and go to a Walmart parking lot. That's what you would do, right? So, there was this big hill in my neighborhood. And we had like the, what's it called? Like the Razor scooters. We used to like bomb it down the hill and shit, right? No helmets, no protection, no nothing, just vibes. Just pure vibes and freedom. You know what was crazy is like it was this hill that went to a sharp turn, so there was a curb at the end. So like we would purposefully do it, hit the curb, go flying into the grass. The grass was our cushion. Like the grass, that was our safety net. That was our safety net. Nobody broke any bones, surprisingly, but that was our safety net, right? We've been bombing it down this hill and we're like, how can we make this better? Boom, my next door neighbor. Her parents weren't home. She's like, I got this office chair. And I got a fucking idea. I'm listening. She goes and gets this office chair, brings it outside, rolls to the top of the hill. And she's like, who's going to bomb it down this hill in the office chair? With no hesitation, I'm jumping up and down. Me. I'm ready for the freedom, right? So boom, I get in the office chair. Bomb it down this hill. Hit a pothole. I did. Chair stops. Me? Airborne. Light as a feather. I felt what it felt like to be free for a split second. What it felt like to be a plane in the sky. A bird. I felt pure and utter freedom. There was nothing holding me. There was no gravity. It was just weightless. That's what I felt. And then I hit the ground. Because actually gravity does exist. I hit the ground, skid. Down the hill, right? Adrenaline's pumping so hard. I'm like, that was so fucking sick. Right? I stand up. I turn around, look back up the hill. And I'm jumping. I'm like, I'm so excited, right? I'm like, that was crazy. And everybody's at the top of the hill. And they're like, jaws on the floor. They come running at me. They're like, are you okay? Are you all right? Freaking out. And I'm thinking, why is everybody freaking out? What are we talking about? That was lit. Did y'all not see? I was airborne, bitch. What are we talking about? What do you mean? And they're not looking at my face. They're looking at my body. I look down. Blood. Covered in blood. Hands, arms, my legs. You can't even see my skin. I'm covered in blood. And then that's when the pain hit. And I remember looking down, because I'm all happy as fuck. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? I look down. Ah! I start fucking screaming, bro. I start freaking out. The pain hit instantaneously. I'm like freaking the fuck out. And then, oh my God, the pain was so bad. Apparently, when you rip your skin open like that, your joints cannot move. They can't. So I had to fucking wobble into the house. Like I tried walking and I couldn't. I'm just one singular open wound at this point, right? So I like wobble like that into my house and I'm like screaming. My mom runs out the front door and she's like, oh my God, come here, come get in the house, right? She's like, you need to get in the shower. So she turns on the shower, cold water. I hate that woman. No, I don't. I love my mom. I do. In that moment, though, I hated that woman. She told me my mom's a nurse. She's a nurse, too. She told me straight up, get up in the shower, right? I'm trusting her because this is my mother. I'm a baby. I'm a child. You know what I'm saying? Like your mother, when she tells you to do something, it's the right thing to do, right? So boom, without hesitation, I jump into this shower. I almost passed out. From the pain that I felt. No, it didn't help. It was horrendous. The water smacking against my wound. My vision gone. It went staticky. I almost threw up. I was like, you know, when you go to take a really hot shower, like you take like a everything shower and like mid everything shower, like you just go staticky and you think you're going to pass out and shit. That's what it felt like. I was like, oh, the pain. Oh my God, it was horrible. So we had to rinse out my wounds and shit. She starts putting all this ointment on me, like tending to my wounds and shit. You know what was crazy though? Was really crazy how badass I was. How fucking badass I was. Because after she finishes cleaning me up, first thing I said to her, I looked at my mom, I said, can I go back outside? Badass little kid. Oh my God. I had the energy of one of those kids that got like metal in their mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like the metal teeth. Except I didn't have them. But I had the energy of one. I did. I was ready to go right back outside. I was ready to go right back out fucking side, bro. Man, yeah, no, it's like I lived for the pain, bro. I lived for the pain when I was a kid. I lived for oh my God, that adrenaline. I was an adrenaline junkie when I was a kid. But my neighbor, she used to have she had a trampoline. And so we used to go over to her house and we would jump on the trampoline. And you know, like, if you've ever jumped on a trampoline, there's a way to like bounce somebody on a trampoline. Like when they're going to land, the second person on the trampoline, or if you've got multiple people, oh fuck. Multiple people on a trampoline, they bounce it at the time that you hit it. Boom, you go like 10 times fucking higher, right? So boom, I used to get into the center of this shit. I was oh my God, I obviously wanted to be the one to do it. So they're bouncing, right? They're bouncing me up in the air. I go flying into the air, except this time, a little bit too high, baby. Little bit too high. And I go to come down. I am not falling onto the trampoline. Next to the trampoline, stupidly, because now that I'm an adult and I think about this shit, this was a really dumb place to put this shit. Just giant piles of wood, like 2x4s. Just like thrown right next to it, right? Boom, I'm coming down, land, chest first. Flat onto the wood. I think I should have died. I do. I think I was supposed to die that day. Somebody watching over me for real. Damn, God got a plan for me. I feel like, wait, have I just told 3 stories that I think I should have died in? God had a plan. He did. He had a plan for me. People I'm with start freaking out on the trampoline. They're like, oh my God, are you okay? Are you okay? I stand up, take a deep breath. I can breathe. I said, I'm good. Got back on the trampoline. I had to calm everybody else down. Everybody freaking out. I'm like, guys, it's good. Let's run that shit back again. What the fuck? Now? Did it hurt? Honestly, I don't really remember it hurting that bad. I don't. Me now, though? Man. Now I'm the type of person that I be driving my fucking car. I be going under the speed limit and I'm all the way in the right lane. Oh my God. I don't want to put my life on the line. I don't want to do that. I go to cross the street even though it says pedestrians are like, this is when they can go. I'm like they're literally, the cars are stopped. They're at red lights. And I'm like, oh, but what if them starts to drive when I'm crossing the street though? What if them like purposefully hits me? They're like, Jezabelle, you want to go play basketball? Ooh, what if I land wrong and I break my ankle? I got this tiny little step stool. It's literally this fucking big. And I have to use it to like reach stuff in my cabinet. And sometimes I go to stand on it and I'm like, what if I fall off of it right now? It's 1 foot off the fucking ground. I'm like, I'm so scared now of everything. But back then, let me tell you what though, I'm just glad I lived it up. I'm glad I lived it up while I had it in me. Because the bitch don't have it in her no more. I'm scared of every little thing. I'm like, I don't even want to put myself on the line. Bitch, especially like living alone. You know what I bought the other day? I bought one of them life vacs. Y'all know what a life vac is? Let me tell you something. I might be overthinking it. But a life vac is this kind of like setup. It's like a system. It's like a suction, right? That's specifically meant for if somebody is choking. It's like an anti-choking device. So like I live alone. Can't nobody give me the Heimlich. My mom taught me how to do it on like the back of like a chair. I don't trust myself to be able to do it properly. I'm not going to lie to you. I don't trust myself to do that properly. So I bought this life vac thing where it's like, it suctions and it's like a crazy intense suction. Like you put it to your face, you pull like on this lever and it dislodges whatever's in your throat. And I was like, you know what? I was just shoving, like, I just was talking to y'all about at the beginning of this podcast how I was shoving fistfuls of chocolate chips down my throat. I could choke and die easily. And let me tell you what, that's a fucked up way to go out. That is such a fucked up way to go out. Going out on your own in your crib because you choked on something, that's sad. That's definitely like up there in top worst ways to go out. I kind of got like a list going in my head. Boom, that one. 2, pushing too hard on the toilet. Yeah, you know, like if you're getting enough fiber, this shouldn't happen. But you know, a bitch don't always get all the fiber in, right? So I'd be on the toilet, I'd be pushing too hard. I swear to God, I lose consciousness for a second. You know, like the way, ain't that how Elvis went out? I think he actually had a heart attack. I might be wrong. I think he had a heart attack. But he had the heart attack on the toilet. That's crazy. He's better than me because the second I would have realized that I was having a heart attack, I would have pulled my pants up and I would have ran to the other room and let myself die in the other room. That's just embarrassing. That's not how you want to go out. Also embarrassing. Get hit by a car. Ugh. That's definitely an embarrassing way to go out for sure. Ew, in front of a bunch of people. Ew, like if I got hit by a car, I probably would get up and just walk away. Like I know I could get like a check or something and like I need to go to the hospital and get checked up, but like if somebody hit me with their car, I would stand up. I'd be like, and then if my legs are broken and I can't walk, I'm dragging myself across the concrete. I'm like, no, it's okay, I'm fine. The way that like that's how I respond when something like happens to me. Like when something happens to me, and this is how you, okay, if something genuinely hurt, okay, this is like so crazy actually. If I like don't really hurt myself or something that's like not that bad happens, like I'll be I'll be like overreacting about it. You know, like I barely like bump into something. I'll go, ow, didn't even fucking hurt. Ow. Right? But if I severely injure myself, you will know, because I'll do some shit that looks like somebody just got injured. And then I'll be like, I'm good. I'm fine. No, I'm good. Seriously, it's fine. Because it's so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing. I feel like if I broke a bone, I would act like, if I was around people, I would act like I didn't break a bone. And then it would be worse if I broke a bone by myself, because I'm going to be on the phone, like with 911. They're going to be like, 911, what's your emergency? I'm going to be like, man, you know, like, no big deal or nothing, but like, you know what I'm saying? I like was going down the stairs, and then like, you know, the stairs like tripped. You know, like the stairs like warped. You know what I mean? And like now I'm like on the floor and shit. And ma'am, the stairs warped? What do you mean? Yeah. Do you mean you fell down the stairs? No. I didn't fall down the stairs. The stairs changed. You know, they're different than what they were like yesterday. I don't know what happened. Must have been like an earthquake or something. Just fucked up the equilibrium and shit. Anyway, I'm on the ground right now. Ma'am, are you injured? You know, it's debatable. Some might say, some might not. You know, I'm gonna be sitting here like fucking broken leg and shit. It's embarrassing. Oh, why is that so? The stairs tripped me. It's literally embarrassing. What's another stupid way to go out? On fire. Yeah, being on fire. Because if you're on fire, you're gonna try to put that shit out by doing what? Rolling around on the ground. And then if you roll around on the ground and it don't go out and you end up dying, damn. You just did all that flailing around and rolling around. Damn. Yeah, no, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing for real. There's just so many ways dying from a slip. Oh my God, no. You can die in the... Yo, we're talking about like some serious ways to die, right? But you can actually die by just falling. And I don't mean like from a high point area. Like there's just like, we got places on our head, like the back of your skull. Bitch, you fall, you just trip. You know what I'm saying? You step on an acorn the wrong way, roll your ankle a little bit, do a little slip. You hit the back of your head. Done. Done. Fucking done. We're so fragile. Why are we so fragile? That's what I'm saying. I've always questioned why we don't just walk around wearing helmets. I'm confused about that, actually. Why don't we just walk around wearing helmets? Like, okay, whatever. Like, it doesn't look cool. The fuck? If we all did it, then we wouldn't think about it. Do you know how many lives would be saved if everybody just wore helmets? Like, I mean, outside, just walking around wearing a helmet. In the car, think about how many people would be alive from car accidents right now if they were wearing a helmet. Jez for president. If I was president, I would make that like a law. I would put that shit into effect immediately. The second they swore me in, I would say everybody needs to wear a helmet or they get life in prison. I'm trying to help you. That's what I'm trying to do. Like the whole point of a president is that they supposed to do what's good for the country, for the people. You know what I'm saying? So y'all gonna be mad at me when I'm like life in prison, like literally life in prison if you don't wear a helmet. Like, yeah, y'all are gonna be mad at mommy, but I know what's best, okay? I'm trying to keep y'all here for the long run so that I can get in. So I can get in for a second term. That's right. So I can get in for a second term. Yup. I know. I'm literally like political and shit. Like I am. Damn. Low-key need the population control. And it will. And here, boom, this is why I should be president. This is literally me pitching myself right now. Let's talk about population control because I agree with you. We do need population control. Absolutely. Isn't this what Obama did? Absolutely. Okay? Listen. Forcing everybody to wear a helmet. Okay? Oh, it's like this. Forcing everybody to wear a helmet will also contribute to population control. And I'll tell you why. And it's going to be good population control, right? It's not just we're killing off random people, you know, like taking food stamps away from the lower income and allowing them to, you know, die. But that's just a theory. Anyway, it's going to pinpoint the people who probably should be weeded out. And I say this because if I tell you that if you were to wear a helmet, you would live a lot longer. And if you don't wear the helmet, you will get life in prison. And you purposefully choose life in prison. You're dumb. It's easy. You don't want to go to prison for life? Wear the helmet. You can pick out your favorite color. You can decorate it however you want. Put a mohawk on it. Put stickers. Do whatever you want with it. And you won't get life in prison. Simple solution, literally. So boom, population control. Put them in prison. Let's put them on death row. Death row! Population controlled! Wait, I'm so up! Literally, I'm so up. This is so smart. Are we dead ass? Guys. This is fantastic. Wow. I should be president. I should. You don't know what you don't know. That was a good pitch. That was a good pitch. Population control. Extend the lives of Americans. And we get to keep food stamps. I definitely should be president. Oh, I definitely should be president. I actually should. That's it. That's crazy. I'm going to write on the next ballot. I'm going to write my own name. I'm going to write my own fucking name. I am. Babe, that's kind of giving dictatorship. But like good. Like in a good way though. Like it's not like bad dictatorship. Like I'm not over here like making my people suffer. Like no, this is for your benefit. What do you mean? Like this is a good dictatorship. Like it is, but it's like dictatorship but like written in pink and in cursive. You know? It's cute. I'm really good at this. I am. Fuck. I'm gonna start showing up. How do you become president? Isn't it like super easy? You just gotta be like, what was it? Like 32 or 36 years old and be an American citizen. That's it. I could do that. I just gotta age a little bit. I could totally do that. Cuntatorship. Exactly. Eating them up. 35 and born in the U.S. I don't meet the standards yet, but give me 10 years. 10 years, I'm going to meet the standards, y'all. Just wait. Just was going to be president. That's going to be so sick, guys. We're going to be so lit. It's going to be so great, actually. And then my system on how I would take care of shit is I would kill people. Stick with me. But we would vote who to kill, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, we would bring back the old days. Bring back the old days, the arenas. Okay, boom. So if we didn't like... if we didn't like somebody, right? If we didn't like somebody, like let's say, you know how there's like politicians and shit. We bring back the old style like arenas, right? And we fill them up with all the people of America, right? So all you hear is just like everyone like, right? We take a politician where we don't like what he's doing, right? We put him in the center and we're like, all right, everyone's going to vote. Should he live or should he die? Boom. And then everyone doesn't like the policies that he's made. So they'll be like, die. And so I'll go like this. And then, boom, lions, right? Lions and like bulls and shit come out, right? In the arena and they just start like eating them. That I think would really reinforce the idea of doing things for the American people. I think so. I do. I think that if people were genuinely under duress, because like for some reason I'm really starting to think that these politicians don't understand that their job genuinely is to take care of the American people and like prioritize them. And I think that they don't really see the weight of that because they make so much money that it's like, why the fuck would they care? They don't give a fuck about what's happening. We need to put a fire under their ass. So if the fire under their ass was actually like, well, what's going to happen to them? Oh, you don't like their policy. Their reputation. No, my reputation. They've got fucking 6 bank accounts in the Cayman Islands with like fucking $1 billion in it. They don't give a fuck about no reputation because they going to fly out to the Cayman Islands right after this and they going to live it up on the beach. Well, who needs a reputation when you could do that? Literally, fuck a reputation. So if we could put a fire under their ass where it's like, you will die. You'll die. The American people, bring back the American people's voices. That would be my motto. Oh my God, guys, I need to do this for real. Okay, hold on. My name is Jezabelle. Vote me for your next president. Bring back the American people's voices. Literally. I'm telling you, I have 10 years to campaign. Y'all, I'm about to start this shit. This is the perfect time for me to start. Oh my God. I'm not even going to get media training or nothing. I'm not going to get no type of media training. I'm not. I'm going to just show up just like this, just like me. Because I feel like if I get media training, I'm going to like filter myself too much. Like I need to be real with y'all. Because I feel like if I get PR training, they're going to turn around and they're going to be like, Jezebel, you can't say that your plan would be to instate killing politicians. But that's the plan. That's the plan. Yeah. We're doing good, guys. I'm proud of us. This is really it. This is how it starts. Like this is one of those rallies right now. This is one of those rallies. This is how it starts. This is amazing. All right, y'all, we have a lot to unpack now. I need to go get my campaign set up and stuff. What an interesting choice of topics. I don't even know. I just went straight off the dome today. Of course, weed would be legal. Absolutely. For sure, without a doubt. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me. Thank you for joining me for this podcast episode. I missed you guys so much. I apologize for not being here for stream yesterday or last week. Last week was Halloween, so I was just like chilling, having fun. And I got a shit ton of tattoos. So I have an intensely long vlog coming to you guys this Friday. Had to take some extra time to edit said vlog. You're going to love it. It's going to be great. It's a pretty sick vlog. I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you again for hanging out with me. I will see you guys next time. Bye.